slides.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining this session. Our topic today is a very interesting and hot topic in the market, which is search in the AI era. So in the first half of the session, we will just try to cover and give you a context, what a search experience a user is expecting today in this AI era. And in the next half of the session, we are going to cover in Sitecore context, like what Sitecore gives us all this feature in the Sitecore search, and we will give you a great demo where we are going to just show you all the feature that we are telling you that a search should have in this today's era. So before starting of this session, let me just try to paint a picture for you. That imagine that you are trying to you are on a online website, online shopping website where you are trying to buy a headphone. You just went to the website, in the search box you typed best headphones for use, and it gives you hundreds and thousands of results. Some of them are irrelevant to you, some of them are outdated, but most of these results does not make sense to you, right? You spend minutes and hours of spending like scrolling and guessing. It is kind of a frustrating user experience. And that's where the traditional search nowadays, or maybe like before the AI era lacks, they just try to understand the keyword that you just exactly type in the text box, in the search box. They don't try to understand user intent, and that's where the user experience for the search in this era grows. Like user now expect that the search will understand their intent, search will understand their previous behavior, and search will be able to recommend the product based on their previous behavior. So in this session, we have got you covered. We will cover all this aspect of the search. We are going to give you a brief demo as well, that how a search should behave in today's era. But before that, let me just introduce myself. I'm Raman Gupta, solution architect at Aspire, based in New Jersey, USA. I'm four-time Sitecore Technology MVP and been speaker to multiple Sitecore events like Sitecore Symposium, SuperCon ANZ, SuperCon India, and other regional Sitecore event. I'm passionate about mentoring and community building. Over to you, Manoj, for your introduction.
Yes, thank you. So I'm Manoj Chopkar. I'm lead engineer. I'm working with Aspire Info Labs. I'm Sitecore Technology MVP with 6+ years of experience in DXP. So I'm experienced in managing and delivering Sitecore solutions with various versions. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Manoj. Okay, so with this, the agenda for today's session will be very crisp. We are going to just give you a few highlights that how users should, what user should behave, or like what user should expect in today's AI era, and what is missing, what was missing in traditional search that triggers that the user should expect something else in this AI era. So these things we are going to cover, and that we will see that what are the feature that Sitecore Search offer, and we are going to see it in very action. We are going to see a demo, and then we are going to do a comparative analysis, Sitecore Search versus some other platform which are available in the market, and then some of the real-time use cases, and then followed by Q&A. So we are going to hold back for all the question answer in the end of the session. So if you guys have any question, if you have any comments, you just put in the chat. We will just take care in the end. Okay, so let's start imagining the search in the AI era. And for this, let's just step back and think about search for a moment in your head. So don't just think about a text box where you just go and type a query or keyword and it is going to give you a result. Just think it as an intelligent engine that understand the context, that understand the intent, and even the search should be able to predict what user want before they know it, that what are the results they are getting. So here's the thing, the traditional search is reactive. You types it or you're getting the result. But in the AI era, search becomes proactive. So it should understand the language naturally. You should be able to converse with it. You should be able to talk to it. You should be able to talk to it in the natural language, like you're doing it on most of the AI platform, like on the Chat GPT or maybe on the Anthropic. You are just going there, you are just typing your query, and it is going to give you the result. Search should be like that on the website nowadays. It should it should be able to surface your answer even when the exact terms are not being used. It should not be a keyword based nowadays. So we are talking about three things here. One is context awareness. So system should know who the user is, what is their previous behavior, and what is the journey they are on. So let's say they are on a website, as I take the example of the headphone. So let's say user searched few of the products in advance. So our search should be able to understand, okay, the user is interested in this kind of brand, this kind of price range, and when users type in the search box, the results should be personalized. They should not be a static list of the link where user just is searching and just putting down the filters. So it should be the context-based search. Second is semantic understanding, and that is going to be very relevant in today's era. And we are going to show you demonstrate. We are going to demonstrate along all these parameters in today's session that how Sitecore Search going to cover context awareness, semantic understanding, and generative or predictive intelligence. So with semantic understanding, search should no longer rely only on the keyword. It should understand the meanings, it should understand the synonyms, and as well as the intent. Then a generative or predictive intelligence. So beyond returning the links, AI can summarize or highlight the summary. It should be able to give you the next step. So if you have seen maybe on the Google search, whenever you're typing some keyword, it is giving us a brief summary or brief AI overview and then give us the result, which are personalized result, right? So that's what all the search and that's how the experience should be with the search nowadays. It should be able to summarize what you are trying to search for based on the document that is indexed in the search. So what really this means is that search experience that is smarter, faster, and far more human. We are not looking for a very traditional search nowadays. It should be able to find the content. Means it should not be able to just find the content. It should be able to guide the user what journey they are on, and it should be able to give the personalized result to the user. So we have moved from the keyword-based search to the smart discovery. Today, user expect that the content does not come to them. Means they don't they just don't want to dig into the content. They just want that somebody should be able to tell that what is this the AI summary of it, and they should be able to get the exact and relevant result coming to them. And then search should work across the devices. Search experience should not be broken. That if somebody is typing or somebody is browsing the website on different devices, mobile, web, desktop, or maybe on the chatbot, search experience should be uniform and it should be relevant. With that, we are going to cover that what was missing in the traditional search that triggers that what we are looking today and what the user is expecting today. So let's look at the traditional search and why it often falls short. The first thing is keyword based. As I already told that nowadays user does not want to type the exact keyword or phrase. They just want to converse to them. They it is not going to happen that user type the keyword and the exact match we are expecting from the search. It should not be like that. Second, search like traditional search, they were reactive. It waits for users input. It waits for that user will ask, then the search is going to provide the answer. It should not be like that. Search should be able to predict the user journey, and they should be able to give the result even way before, or at least they should start giving the recommendation even way before that they start typing. And that's the thing we are going to demonstrate in today's session. While Manoj will give the demo of Sitecore Search, we will show that search is able to even recommend some of the products when we are typing in the text, when we are even not starting the typing anything in the give text box. And third thing is that traditional search, they lacks the context. They doesn't consider who the user is. They don't know on which journey they are. So Basically, the traditional search, they are one size fits all. Everyone sees the same result, no personalization, no guidance, no predictive help. So in short, traditional search gives you the result, but it doesn't really help the user to find what they really need. That the traditional search, they were inefficient, they were not intelligent, and that's what triggers the need for the smarter search, the AI-based search. So, and that's what that's where we want to introduce you to Sitecore Search. And most of you who are in the Sitecore ecosystem, they know that Sitecore has its own product called Sitecore Search, which is the AI first AI based Sitecore Search. So few of its like feature we will cover later, but some of the things about Sitecore Search is first thing that it is cloud-based. It is a SaaS product. SaaS as in we can see it in two ways. SaaS as in software as a service. Along with that, they are like search as a service. So we need not to manage the engine. We need not to manage the infrastructure. That is all headache of the vendor to manage. In our case, it is Sitecore. So they will understand their or they will host their platform on their site. We need not to maintain the servers or infrastructure. They will take care of it. Second is powered by AI out of the box. So Sitecore claims that they are AI first organization. So they keep on enhancing their product. They are pioneer in this, and they keep on giving the AI capability like semantic search, automatic result tuning, and personalization. And that's what we are going to do a comparative analysis as well, like what all other products are in the market and how Sitecore Search is like different from all of these products. Then it understands user intent in real time. So basically, it is a score based. It provides a score based result. It scores their results based on relevance, behavior, and context. While user is just keep on browsing the website, it keeps on scoring those documents and the results. It works with any headless website or the CMS. So this is the good part, and this is the good part with most of the composable platform nowadays. So they all are the API based. In this case, you need to interact with the Cloud SDK or the Search SDK. You need to install that package into your front end application, and then it will work perfectly with any of the platform. So in Sitecore Search, it is like having a native connector with XM Cloud and the Sitecore Suite. They are fast, secure, scalable, and secure. So it is the benefit that comes out of the box with the SaaS, any of the SaaS platform. They are scalable, well scalable, and they are secure because security is now managed by vendor. It is not the responsibility of the implementer. So, yep, that's about AI in action. And with this, I'll just quickly give you a glimpse of Sitecore Search versus what other platform which are available in the market. So there are some other well-known players in the market, which is Algolia, Covio, and SearchText. SearchText, most of you know as a Solar. So Solar was just a on-prem services, then they come up with managed services, and then they come with their SaaS platform, which is Search Studio. So we are going to cover four of these SaaS platform. All of these, by the way, are SaaS platform. All of these are like API first platform. Search text, as I told, that they have two options. One is managed Solar, and nowadays they are providing option for Elasticsearch SaaS, which is Search Text Studio. How all of these four products can integrate with Sitecore. So Sitecore Search, this is native for Sitecore Suite. They have like native integration using Cloud SDK with this XM Cloud or Content Hub or with other products as well like CDP or Personalize. For Algolia, there is no native connector yet with Sitecore. All these if you have to use Algolia, you'll need to build your own integration. You'll need to write your own code for integrating the Algolia. For Covio, there is a connector available in the market, which is Covio for Sitecore. How well it is tested, they claim that it is well tested for XM Cloud, but until now I haven't heard any story for XM Cloud, but it should be working fine with XM Cloud as well. Search text, they provide their uh, native connector for XP For XM Cloud also, they said there is, but it is not well tested yet on XM Cloud. Integration with Sitecore, so it is like built in for Sitecore content, and then for Algolia, there are like, sorry, I think it should be AI and ML capability. So for Sitecore Search, all this AI and ML capability is built in, and it is already available in the package. For Algolia, there is basic tuning and synonyms tools are present. Covio is very strong in this space. They provide a strong AI ML or recommendation engines and analytics capability out of the box. Search text, they rely on Solar or Elastic Search features. They provide like, we need to do a basic tuning about that. On the pricing part, Sitecore Search comes as a bundle pricing with XM Cloud. They comes as a separate product as well, but usually when go with the Sitecore, so they can provide you the bundle pricing for Sitecore Search along with some other product that your customer is looking for. Algolia, this is a users-based subscription tiers. So whatever the records or the queries that your website is going to use, you are going to charge based on that. Covio, they have their premium enterprise pricing, and you are going to sign a premium enterprise contract with them. Uh, Search text, again, subscription based, like because they are managing the infra and SLA, so you'll need to just give the basic assumptions like how much of the search result that or the queries that you're going to use on your website, and based on that you are going to get the costing. Ease of use, if I'll talk about in terms of Sitecore ecosystem, Sitecore Search, of course, is very well connected with Sitecore ecosystem. So I'll rate it very easy if you are on Sitecore. If on other platform, it is not mature that yet that someone from other platform has tested, but I assume that it will work because giving the fact that they have their own SDK. Algolia is a dev friendly. They always known as a dev friendly, very easy to set up, very quick setup. We have done it for multiple other clients. Very easy setup for Algolia. Covio, a setup, I would say it is complex, but given the fact that they have their connector available, it can be easily to set up. Then search tags, they are like self-managing and they need some configuration. Strengths and weakness, as I mentioned, the strength is they are better with Sitecore product, and weakness that they are less mature. Algolia is dev friendly. They are good for you developers. Uh, Weakness, like they can grow fast as we scale. Covio, they are powerful. They are good in AI space. They are powerful relevance tuning, but they are expensive. Search text, not much tested for XM Cloud, but they have very good presence for Sitecore XP and other spaces. Uh, Operation burden is the one of the weakness with search tags. Yep. So this is about the comparative analysis. Now I'll hand it over to Manoj for Sitecore Search core features and the quick demonstration.
Yeah, thank you, Raman. So now let me take the same example. Now imagine if you went to a website and you search for headphones and you didn't get what you're expecting it, right? So isn't that frustrating, right? Now in same way, if you went to a website and you get the desired result, this is what like nowadays a user expects. User expects the search to be a smoother, and this is where the Sitecore search is designed to do. Okay, the first the first advantage, the key capabilities of Sitecore search: web crawling. Sitecore search handles this automatically by crawling your website and keep your search index up to date. So whenever a visitor is like when visitor lands on the page, so he gets the updated result. So there are various way to keep the search results updated inside search. So second feature is like API crawling. So let's say the content in the website is stored in CMS and a product information or any other CRM. So API crawling comes in to rescue, and this is where you can pull data directly from the CMS or CRM into your Sitecore search. Then the second feature is like third feature, the fast indexing. So let's say you're a marketing team and just the marketing team just launch a campaign or your product catalog. So within a moment, Sitecore Search can reflect those changes in your website by indexing your content. So this is where you'll this is where the Sitecore Search helps. Autocomplete and suggestions. As a visitor start typing, the search box itself become intelligent by offering like autocomplete features, suggestions, and even correcting typos. It is like almost like the search is guiding the visitor to the guiding the visitors to help like what they're looking for exactly. AI powered personalization. Uh, here is like here is where the true magic comes into the picture. Like based on the visitor behavior, preference, or intent, Sitecore search tailors the result. So two people searching the same thing might see different results that are most relevant to them. So reach analytics, behind the scenes, all the activities is being tracked. So reach analytics show you what people are searching for, which result they can click on, and where the gaps are. And this will help like this help market your marketing teams to like analyze the content, and based on then they can design some campaigns. Then comes the federated search. So let's say if you imagine like what you want to search across the support portal, if you want to search across the support portal or your knowledge base. And so if you want to search across the support portal or knowledge base, so that there is where the federated search comes. Like these all knowledge, all contents are stored in a one place, so in a single unified locations. So this is where the federated search comes into picture. Headless API and SDKs. So Sitecore Search offers like flexible APIs, SDKs to integrate within your front-end application. So it's a developer friendly, and I'll show you like how easy it is to implement or use these SDKs within your application in Sitecore Search. So so from here we'll move to the demo part, and I'll navigate you through the Sitecore Search portal and tell you the advantages, like tell you each and every tabs for the Sitecore Search, and then we'll have a quick demo of like understanding all the features of the Sitecore Search. So we can see if you can. Okay, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah. So whenever user login, so for that you need access to the Sitecore Cloud Portal. So whenever you logged into your Sitecore Cloud Portal, you'll have a search application. If you have access to it, you'll have a Sitecore Search app within the Cloud Portal. If you click over it and you'll navigate to, once you click on the Sitecore Search, you'll navigate to this particular page. You can say it like it's a home page of the Sitecore Search portal. Here you will say CEC, that's Customer Engagement Console. This is what CEC means for. So basically, this will be as like a kind of a home page for your Sitecore Search. The site performance tab. Think like it's a website dashboard. Here you will see all the key metrics like page views, request conversions, and you can also filter data by date, device, country, channel, visitor types. This helps marketer quickly to check campaigns performs marketers quickly check campaign performance and analyze and improve the user experience. Based on this, marketer this help this particular tab, marketer can look into it and perform the desired things. The second is page tabs. This is where your Sitecore Search powered pages live in. You can create, edit, manage these pages by adding a new. Sorry, let me go back and open this again for you. All right, let me come back, share my screen again. Okay, so this is the pages tab, what we were talking about. So this is basically you can create, edit, manage the pages by adding widgets to customize search experience. This is particularly for content managers and SEO specialists who want to ensure that result page are optimized for the engagement purpose. Second, if we talk, this is the widget. Widgets are building the basically the building blocks of your site course or your search experience. They decide how search and recommendation should appear to the visitors. Okay. In this tab, you can create and manage widgets and even set up variation to use across the sites. uh, Analytics, I'll circle back to analytics part later on, but here you can manage, like you can see the analytics of the particular keyword or widgets, like based on all like what widgets, what keywords the user is trying to search, and based on this, like this can be customized again. Global resources, you can manage the settings that applies to the entire site like entire search system. This includes global widget, recipes, synonyms, and notifications. The content collection tab is like your content library. It gives a structured view of all your content with the option of filtering by types. So here you can have here you have three tabs over here: content, visitors, and question answer sections. So here in content collection, you'll have a unified location where you'll have all the content from different sources over here. uh, Sources tab, your search is only strong as the data is behind it. So let's say if you want to index some data in Sitecore search, and so this is where you'll come across and do the like add a source and index the data over here. So this is basically for that purpose. Developer resource, this section is built for developer. It provide API details, tools, and documentation to integrate. So yes. This is the administration tab. This is where you manage the domain setting across user level and overall configuration uh, of the Sitecore search. Now, let's say you're new to a Sitecore search, and if you want to index a data, so what's the first step you'll do? You'll do to index a data within the Sitecore search. So the first thing you'll do is, like, let's say I'm taking an example of this website, and I want to index the image, title, and description over this and date. So first, like you have gathered the information, like you have to index a image, title, description. For that, then first you'll have to navigate to the admin tab, navigate to the domain settings and attributes. This is where like you'll decide, like it's basically kind of a, like I'll say in a layman terms, it's a variable in which you will store a value for this. So let's say I'll say, like, I declare a particular attribute name blog image. This is where the blog image will reside in the index content. So same goes for a blog title, blog description. So if you go over here, you see, if you go to the attribute tab here, you'll see if you add an attribute, you'll have an entity name. This is where, like, you'll select by default content. So display name is something like, let's say I add blog image or something. And attribute name is where, like, the particular name in which the data will be stored, I'll say, like in the layman terms. Okay. Data types, so there are various data types available. So we'll say array, integer, float, string, boolean, array of strings, and array of object, and timestamp and all. So what for the demo purpose, what I have done is I've indexed my WordPress site within Sitecore Search. Now, if you see, I am having a blog meta description over here, blog year, and blog month over here. So what I've done is, so I've added an attribute named blog year. So I kept it a data type as string. And then what you can do is, like, while you add attribute, you can enable it to use it for the various features of Sitecore Search. So the features like facets, filter, personalization, these are the various features within the Sitecore Search. So if you navigate here, beside the attribute tab in the feature configuration, you'll see you have all these features which are provided by Sitecore Search. API response, like whether the data should be written in API response, whether the particular, let's say, title or the particular blog year or something comes within the facet filter, personalized result sortings option. Then we have suggestion blocks, like whenever you search for something, let's say XM Cloud or something, Sitecore. So it gives you personalized results, suggestions based on those. Textual relevance, question and answer. We'll see all this via demo. So after the attribute has set up, so let's say you have set up the attribute blog data, blog meta description, blog year, blog month. So next thing is you'll go to the sources and you'll navigate to add a source. Okay. So once you add a source, you'll have an option like you'll have an option like how to crawl the data. So there are basically five options. I'll say, like, there is one is like API crawl option, API push, feed crawler, web crawler, and web crawler advanced. So you'll see like a web crawler and web crawler advanced. These are basically one and the same thing, but only like a small difference over is like you use web crawler advanced when you like your website is multilingual. So I'll show you that if you go over here and add a source, you'll see a connector over here, API, web crawler, advanced, feed crawler, and API push. So the difference between the web crawler and web crawler advanced is like it supports web crawler advanced supports multilingual sites. So if you want to store our data with multilingual, so you can use web crawler advanced. If it is like single site, single language, so you can have it using the web crawler simple. So let's say once you create a source, the you'll have to do few settings over here. So the first thing is like setting the trigger part. So like how do you want to trigger the particular say trigger the data to be indexed. So I say let's say I did it for sitemap. So there are various options to do is request trigger sitemap index. So what I've done is like I have indexed my WordPress my blog sitemap over here. So now, once it is done, although you can set like when to crawl the website and all, you can set it over from here itself within this part. Incremental updates, crawling schedules and all. The second part is like you have this. So now let's say I've given the sitemap example. Now, how the search will know like what data to index, and so this is where the document extractor comes in. Like document extractor says like this is my page, give me this detail from it. So there are various ways to extract data. So there are basically three ways of extracting the data. One is like JavaScript extractor, XPath, and CSS. JavaScript extractor is like similar, like you're writing a JavaScript function. In backend, Sitecore Search uses Cherio, which is like similar to a jQuery. So basically, you write a jQuery function, kind of jQuery function to like extract the data. So I'll show you example wherein which like you have a JavaScript code which extract the data for you. So this is a JavaScript function over here which extract the data for us. So if you see like simple in jQuery where we get the particular text, like this is a Clark WP post title from here which I'm getting the title for the particular blog over here. So similarly this is the logic over here, so you can have it like you can customize this based on your need. So this basically lies inside a function extract request and response. So this is what you get. This is an example of JavaScript extractor. So again, you can see over here, I have added a URLs to match having a regular expression. So there was unnecessary data available, like my WordPress sitemap, like my blog sitemap was having some URLs which were not intended, like were not of the same domain. So I have added a regex so that it can filter out only those information with particular domain. So you can have a regular expression for that as well. So that the URLs that particularly match with particular domain only index that content. So you go back and then that is all. Like once you did the necessary settings, you can go here and publish it. So you'll have the data bin index. Once the publishing has started, it will take some time to load it and make it available in the content collection. So if you go back, then we talked about having a document extractor. There is a way, like three ways, CSS, JS, and XPath. So this is an example of XPath extractor, wherein which XPath is like you're writing some expression directly. So let's say if I want to have a description over here, so I say meta description OG. So this is like meta tag, meta inside meta there is a property tag, okay, property attribute, okay. So inside meta tag the property attribute which says OG description and the content from inside it, from content attribute. So similar way you can write the XPath extractor, XPath XPath expressions to extract the data from the site. So once done you'll navigate to the content collection tab. Once the publishing is successful, after that, the data will be available in the content collection tab. So if you navigate to content collection and content, you'll see the content being available over here. So if I go there and if I go say apply. So this is the data from my entire from my website. Okay. So let's say if I open one of the record from here, the index content, you'll see the ID, you'll see the block data time. This is where these are all the attributes which you set over there while before indexing. So I set an attribute block data time, blog meta description, blog month, blog year, category, content types, and all. So in block data time, I have indexed the date time, meta description index like around 200 characters. Blog month, like in which month I have written the blog or something. Yeah, which month the blog has been written in. Blog year, like which year. Category, what was the category, and content type, like from where it is indexed from. So this way you'll have the unified like a single place of having and data stored in the content collection tab. So you'll have all the data being indexed here. So for the demo purpose, what I've done is like I created a simple Next.js application. I've integrated the Sitecore Search in that simple Next.js plain application. And yeah, let me bring that screen. For that, I'll share my entire screen now. So if you can see, this is my plain Next.js app. Okay. This is my simple Next.js application. There is nothing like you will see no packages over here. You'll see there is nothing. See, this is simple Next.js application over here. So what I've done is like I've integrated the Sitecore search within this using the search SDK. Like I haven't used Cloud SDK, but it's better. You have a Cloud SDK now, so you can use Cloud SDK. So I created a widgets. So widgets, I told you like these are the building blocks of Sitecore search. So this tells like what to display over the page. Okay, like what can be displayed, what not. Okay, so this is what a Sitecore search widget looks like. So for the demo purpose, what I've done is like I've hosted this particular project on Netlify. So I'll circle back to that URL. Uh, so if I go over here, so this is my so I have deployed this project to the Netlify. So this is how you can see like how seamlessly you can integrate the Sitecore search within a headless application. Like this has been done in the plain Next.js application. Same way you can do it in any of this headless application. So when you land up over here, so if you see over here, this is a search box. So it's not a normal search box. Like this is an widget. Like in if you talk in terms of Sitecore search, this is one widget. Let's say it's a Sitecore, like it's a preview widget. I'll say preview widget. So let's say if I keep on typing XM cloud, so it will give me the suggestion, the personalized suggestion based on which like a user has been trying to search and all. So this is the features, like this is the recommendation, like auto suggestion feature, I'll say, recommendation feature, personalized recommendation feature from Sitecore search. If you go and search for XM cloud over here, you'll see an AI powered insight over here. This is what we talked about, like having an uh, like kind of Google search, like whatever you keep on, like whatever you are typed, you get the result like a summary over here. So this has been like this is the keyword of what keyword it was search, what it was search for XM cloud. This is an AI powered insight. So what we have done, like what I have done is like I have passed like we have used the OpenAI and integrated this. We have fed the data from our search index to the OpenAI, and based on those based on the keyword being typed and the data being indexed there, it will give us the desired result. Okay, from here. This OpenAI, this AI powered insight gives the desired result based on the data being fed from the search. So if you see over here XM Cloud, so you'll see all the data being shown on the like the data being related to the XM Cloud are listed on this page. Now let's say if a user types comes in and types something wrong spelling. So I say if it types for XMCLD. So this is where the semantic search. This is a feature of like semantic search, having a semantic search. Like users like Sitecore search understand like what is user trying to search for it. Like okay, Sitecore XM Cloud. So the AI Power Insight also has given an XM Cloud means like Sitecore search. So this has again delivered me the same results based on my keyword. I search for XM Cloud, it has delivered me the same result for the XM Cloud. So this is semantic search, and this is how the Sitecore search uses and Sitecore search uses the NLP models in the background to do this. So various features of Sitecore search, like you can see the filters over here, like various filters, block filters, and type filter. I've added this. This can be set using the customer engagement control again, like which field to end, like which attributes should represent like what weather filter or something. We again have an relevance, like we have sort by relevance or alphabetical order or sims. So let's say if I want to sort by alphabetical, so we can do it. Uh, so the sorting option is also there. Again, this can be configured inside the engagement console feature configuration tab over there. Then we have pagination. This is how like pagination comes in like from the widget itself, like from here, like you'll see the all the code that has been done is using widgets. So I haven't. So if you go here, if you can see components widget, so you have multiple like components over here. So if you see filters, search facets, result page, search pagination, site sort order, spinner, and all. So this all has been done using the widget configurations. So in widget configuration, you can like style it as per your need, like as per your design, you can do it. So yes, so again now let's say so user has come to like a website and I'm typing. So how could like marketer know like what data like user is like what is the like the I'll say like a highest rank keyword. So let's say 10 people comes in on the site and they are searching for particular product, what is the highest like what is the hot product they are looking for. So this can be done this can be done from the analytics tab. So if you go if a marketer or someone, if a marketing person goes to the analytics tab, so he'll get an idea of what keyword like the user has been searching for, and based on this they can personalize or boost a particular product. So you can have a boosting rule over in the Sitecore search, so that a particular product comes up always in the search results at the first place. So depending on the analytics, so you can see like what trying like let's say what user is trying to search for, and based on this you can customize your search result, search experience. Now, that's all for the demo part. So we can circle back to the slide, Raman.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Manoj. It was a great demo, and I hope everyone it makes sense that whatever we have covered in the starting, that we are talking about the context, we are talking about semantic search, we are talking about the personalized search result, and I think Manoj forgot to show the Q&A part of the Sitecore search, but it is also there. So these all are the things that is covered in Sitecore search portal. And use case, I'm not going to take much time because I see Sitecore search or a search should be having all these three feature nowadays. So it use case when I talked about use case, so it is like covering almost all kind of website, whether it is content website, e-commerce website. So for e-commerce, it should be a recommendation engine with the product discovery product, knowledge-based support portal, internet website, or multilingual website. So bit of any kind of the website, if we are having a search experience should be the smart, not the traditional based search. So it is covering all kind of websites. So I think that's it from our side today. We are open to question and answer now, and if you guys have any questions, we can answer that.
Feel free to put your questions in a chat or yeah, Praveen. I think Praveen has raised it.
Yeah, I mean, rather than writing that one into the chat, I thought of like that to ask that one. So thanks, Ramesh and Manoj, to giving this brief and detailed information about this Sitecore AI search. Now, I mean, I come across one use case, right? It's something like that. The customer was kind of asking like that. triggering the campaign. I mean, based on that, what exactly they are searching. So is this, I mean, the Sitecore AI search is having the capability to really track those information. Like, let's assume that if the user is searching for kind of a term insurance or something, right? And you have that the search key text is also there, and apart from that you also discover, I mean, describe about the semantic text and all, right? So let's assume that I am the user and I have looked for this term insurance for multiple time, and later on, I mean, the in the background, the any campaign is got configured, right? So I don't want it to trigger the campaign based on the segmentation, but based on what exactly the user has searched it out in past, you can say in a last 15 days or a month or so. So does that, I mean, the Sitecore search have that kind of a capability to configure these things and trigger the campaign based on the search, what exactly the user is searching?
Uh, thanks, Praveen. I think this is very good question, and that's what I have covered in my starting part. That Sitecore is very well connected in the Sitecore ecosystem. So when we are talking about Sitecore Search, and we have the analytics now in the picture, we can use Cloud SDK to use it across the other platform. We can use Sitecore CDP. We can use Sitecore Send. So the core capability of Sitecore Search is to search like other search platform, not to send the campaigns, but we can use this data to use we can use this data across other product of the Sitecore or maybe some other platform not tied to the Sitecore suite. So we can take this data, we can use this analytics to use maybe for HubSpot or for Sitecore Send, let's say to send the marketing campaign or to send the personalized marketing campaign. So data can be used, but Sitecore Search as a platform cannot be used for sending the marketing campaigns.
Okay, but then I mean, we may need to create a kind of a customized solution to track the search result, what exactly the
Uh,
user is tracking.
so you need not to create the customized solution for tracking because you have all the analytics. If
Okay.
that analytics is sufficient to you, you can use analytics as it is. I
Mhm.
don't think so. You will be able to customize the analytics part. You can use the data or you can use the dashboards, what they provide. You can fetch the data using APIs and then you can use the data for some other party. So the data or the the analytics they are providing, that is like very in-depth analytics. You can use that data as it is.
Okay, I got that. The data will be available, and then on
Yes,
that data, we need to perform the operation and
exactly.
trigger the
Yes.
campaign. Yeah,
Yeah.
got
So
it.
you can
Thanks.
you
Thanks.
you can utilize the analytics part of it. Yes.
Sure, got it. Thanks.
I got one other question from Ranjit. Thank you, Ranjit. So how would you measure the ROI of AI-powered Sitecore search? To measure the ROI, Ranjit, there are certain other parameters. Like if you will ask that ROI in first year, so there are certain parameters like what is your license cost in the SaaS-based platform nowadays. Uh, Clients are facing this situation that they are not getting a upfront cost because there are some other parameters on which they are getting charged for, but still you can get a ballpark number. So one is license cost, other one is implementation cost, and third one is the maintenance cost. So in the very first year or maybe like the period of the implementation, you're going to be charged on these three parameter: the license cost, implementation cost, and the support cost. But the year onwards, when you have replaced your traditional, let's say you were using Solar or Search Tags as your search platform, but now you have moved to Sitecore Search, so you can calculate the ROI very well, your license cost plus your support cost. Versus in your traditional platforms, you are paying for the infrastructure, you're paying for the licenses, you're paying for the implementation or support. So you can get the ROI picture very well after your implementation phase is done or your migration phase is done. But that is the three factors you can base you can find out ROI. I hope that answer your question, Ranjit.
Thanks, Raman. Are there any other questions anybody
Yeah,
has? You
I
can
mean,
raise your hand.
I just wanted to ask one more. So behind the scene for this semantic search, Raman and Manoj, what exactly the algorithm? I mean, the if you have that knowledge about that one, because
Uh,
semantic search is a little bit kind of a new, right? So that's what I just wanted to understand.
Yeah, it's I would say, Praveen, it's not new. It was there in the market, but now people have realized the value. I still remember
Correct,
we have
correct.
done this customization in the solar as well,
Mhm.
where solar provides its capability that we can configure their XML files or the config files to understand the synonyms, to understand the spelling mistake. There is a capability still in the solar, but the differentiator we are talking about is what comes out of the box, what kind of the cost it is saving for you. You need not to go into those customization, you need not to spend your dev hours for customization of that, what
Correct,
can
correct.
come out of the box. So behind the scene the engine is same, like they may be using AI power because it is a black box, it is a SAS for us, we don't know the exact algorithm, but uh, for all the product like it is same nowadays, they are using some of the uh, uh, AI LLM model. Maybe it is OpenAI, we don't know whether they are using Azure or some other LLM model for that, but they may be using
Mhm.
some LLM model which is trained to understand that what are the mistakes that user is making, and based on
Okay.
that training they are coming up with the results, or they are coming with the score based result. So that is the thing. And again, I'm saying it is not new for any of the
Mhm.
product. It was there earlier as well in the market. In the solar world, when we were using solar, we were doing this, but the way was different. Now we are using Gen AI or AI to do that semantic kind of behavior. Earlier, there was some other way, the manual ways to do this.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Praveen. Thanks, Raman, on great discussion. So let's. There were very less number of questions today, so just changing the format. What we can do